Any local official or state official who is actually against ICE kidnapping people off the streets and sending them to concentration camps should be doing their utmost best to prevent it. They should be forcing the cops to not work with ICE. They should be making the cops, yeah, investigate ICE like it's what's going on here, where a uh, University of Utah student who was going to Colorado got detained by ICE and now they're being investigated. Um, these ICE agents can be arrested. They just because they're like a federal agent doesn't mean they get to do whatever they want, however they want. If they're breaking the law, they should be arrested for breaking the law. Uh, no one should be considered above the law just because they got some kind of federal badge. Um, any person that is kidnapping people off the streets and doing human trafficking, because this is what it is. This is human trafficking, what ICE is doing, especially since these people are being sent to uh, concentration slave camps in other nations or even in our own nation. These people should be arrested for their crimes.
They want 3,000 arrests per day across the country, and so local ICE officials are looking anywhere.
And ICE agents found a University of Utah student from Brazil. But the question even law enforcement is asking tonight is how? Right now, a University of Utah student is in ICE detention. With growing concerns surrounding her arrest, an internal police investigation is underway. News specialist Garna Mejia has the story.
Yeah, Deanie, University of Utah student Caroline Diaz-Gonzalez has lived in Utah for 12 years. But since after a recent trip to Colorado, she was arrested by ICE and now faces deportation. What is unclear is how she landed on ICE's radar in the first place.
She's being exposed to a lot of stress and fear right now.
Tonight, a University of Utah student, Caroline Diaz-Gonzalez, is being held at an ICE facility in Aurora, Colorado. While not working on her case, immigration attorney Jonathan Shaw is well acquainted with the facility.
The conditions are very difficult. She's probably being held with people that could have been arrested because they are a danger to the community.
A week ago,
Majority of the people being kidnapped by ICE are not a danger to the community. It's university students, it's construction workers, it's farmers and stuff like that. People that are just looking to work or improve their lives that are being arrested. The idea that uh, ICE is arresting a lot of people that are committing crimes is just a farce since 99% of people who have immigrated here or are born of immigrants commit less crimes than U.S. born citizens.
Caroline was driving through Grand Junction when a Mesa County deputy pulled her over for driving too closely behind a semi-trailer. She was given a warning and sent on her way. But what happened next?
It does raise questions.
When Caroline exited the highway, she was stopped by ICE and arrested.
There's a gap there of how was it that immigration officials learned of her presence at that time, at that place, and were able to take her into custody.
It's because the sheriff informed ICE that she was born of immigrants, or it has a visa or whatever. Not sure of her situation. I mean, she lived here for 12 years, so she's a U.S. citizen, and it's because she's of Brazilian descent that the sheriff called ICE on her.
The Grand Junction Police Department and the Mesa County Sheriff's Office say they were not working with ICE. In fact, deputies released this statement to KSL confirming an internal investigation.
Okay, we are aware that one of our deputies conducted a traffic stop on June 5th with Caroline Diaz. The traffic contact lasted less than 20 minutes and she was released with a warning. We don't investigate residency status in accordance with Colorado law. We are conducting a full administrative review to ensure we acted within our policies and Colorado statute. I mean, they could say that and still be lying. I mean, it is cops and stuff, but if this is true, then the ICE were probably checking the cops' databases on who they were stopping, and found that they ran her ID and stuff, and realized that she was born to some immigrants.
Saying in part, "We don't investigate residency status in accordance with Colorado law and are conducting a full administrative review to ensure we acted within our policies and Colorado statute."
But are they actually investigating ICE for their kidnapping, which they should be doing? Because this is what these people are doing. They're kidnapping people.
Saying that they haven't shared any information, they don't know how.
But for now, the 19-year-old, a native of Brazil who grew up in Utah since she was 7 and has legal status as an asylum seeker, faces an uncertain future.
And tonight, we are in contact with Caroline's family and her attorney in Colorado, John Hyman. Now, he argues that this incident will not sit well, as Caroline has no criminal record. He said, quote, "This also borders on unconstitutional action, as no warrant for her arrest was provided, and ICE arrested